Hello, good morning. This is Dr.Tariq. Assalamu alaikum. Today we will learn how to compile different control structures, if-else statements, nested if-else statements, and if-else ladder. So we'll start with a simple program of if statement. Let's see what happens. We have a variable int number. So we can input the number. Just enter the value of a number. Okay. Scanf is an input function, %d, and ampersand number. Since we are inputting our number, that's why. So if number is greater than 0, then what happens? It will print the number is greater than 0. Okay, let's see. After compiling this particular program, what will happen? It will generate, if the number is greater than 0, it will generate output and displays the output, that is 0. Greater than 0, then the alternative of this particular statement cannot be shown there, since it can shows only one statement whenever your condition is true. And what will the condition? Condition is number is greater than 0. Let's run. Yeah, I enter 2. 2 is the greater than 0. That means it can print the number is greater than 0. If the number is greater taken as lesser than 0, what will happen? Are equal to 0, then what will happen? It cannot show anything statement. So the solution of that particular problem is shown in the next program. That means we have if-else statements. We have another type of control structure, that is if-else. Let's see, we'll take a number. Okay, the number is even if number is exactly equal to number %2 is exactly equal to 0. Here lies the logic of calculating whether a number is even or odd. And what will happen if number is not odd? That means your else statements will be there. Okay, if your number satisfies the particular condition, first particular condition, it will display the number is even. If it cannot satisfy the first particular condition, then it will be shown as your number is odd. Let's see, let's compile this particular type of a program. Yeah, I will put there 2. Since we know that 2 is an even number, then what will happen? Okay, the number is even. You can display the number is even. Yes. So if the value is 3, that is your number is not even, that is your number is odd, what will happen? It will display the number is odd. So it will clearly mention the another next example of if-else control structure in which if-else statements has been taken. If your particular condition has been satisfied, your number will be displayed as even. First condition has been satisfied, your number is displayed as even. If your first condition is not true, then it displays your number is odd. Okay, let's we take the third examples of if else if ladder. Then we'll put here the another number. It is number second, number first, into the values of. We'll put here the two numbers. Yes, here's also two modulus operators. Yeah, number one, number two. Okay, the condition will be different. If number one is greater than number 2, okay, we'll put here exactly equal to number 2. It will display the number 1 is first number is equal to second number. Yes. Else, that means another condition is there. Else if your number 1 is greater than number 2, it will display number 1 is greater than number 2. We can also display both of these numbers. Okay, number 1, yes, number 2. Similarly, we can also display these numbers in the equal to manner. Yeah. Else, the third alternative, if both of these conditions is false, then else what will be displayed number first is lesser than number second, lesser than number second. Okay, here we have if else if conditions. That means we have two possible conditions. and only one alternative after both of these condition is false. If first condition is satisfied, the first statement has been shown in your desktop. If your next condition is satisfied, that means all of the both conditions are false. Then your this particular statement has been written, shown on your desktop. If both of your conditions are satisfied, are not satisfied, then your last condition will be shown on your desktop. Let's see what will be the example shows there. Okay, we can enter the two values 4 4. Since both are equal, it must be shown. So it will be set here. The first condition has been satisfied, and it will be the first statement will be displayed on the screen. Yes, the first number is equal to second number. Both are both having the values of 4 and 4. Similarly, if first number is greater than second number, then what will happen? The number is greater than number 2. That means your first condition is false here, the last condition is false here, only second condition is satisfied, and that's why this particular condition has been statement has been shown after compilation of that particular type of a program. Similarly, if we have two numbers, okay, if the first number is lesser than the last number, that is second number, then what will happen? Our last condition will be satisfied. That means both first condition is false, second condition is also false, and our last condition is satisfied. So this particular program will shows if condition, if else if conditions, and else conditions. That means alternative of the first and second conditions, and it can be implemented easily. That will be shown here with the help of this particular type of example. Okay, let's see the third example. The third example is of nested if else. How we can implement nested if else? Let's see. If number first is greater than number second, and if number is exactly equal to number second, then what will happen? The first number is equal to second number, else the first number is equal to second number, else the number is greater than number second. Okay, this particular example has shown that if number 1 is greater than number 2, similarly, if number 1 is exactly equal to number 2, it will display this particular line, that is, the first number is equal to second number. If your number is not equal to number 2, first number is not equal to number 2, then it will shown that your number first is greater than number second or number 2. Yes. If both of these conditions cannot be satisfied, that is nested if, within if this if is taken within this if, that is why it is called as nested if, then it will display the else conditions. The number first is lesser than number second. Yes. Let's see what will happen. Okay, I'll put here the number first is greater than number second. Similarly, I can put the number first is equal to the number second. What will happen? Yeah, it will be shown that your number first is, it will show the wrong results. Okay, there is a mistake. If number one is greater than or equal to number second, then we'll implement the second conditions. Let's see once again. Number first is equal to number second. Yeah, it will show this particular statement. The first number is equal to second number. That is, this particular if lies inside in this particular if condition. If this particular condition is satisfied, then this particular condition of if will be satisfied. Otherwise, it will be shown there. What will happen if the number one is greater than the number second? What will happen? Okay, it will shown that the another else statement, the number first is greater than the number second. Okay, if both these type of nested if conditions are false, then what will happen? It means your first number is lesser than the number second. The number first is lesser than second. It will show on there. In, if both of these nested if conditions are false, then only your else part will be shown there. If what first of the condition is true and if second of the condition is true, then this particular statement has been shown there. If first of the condition is true, then the next alternative of this condition has been shown. So this is our next example of switch case. A simple calculator has been created here by making use of the switch case statement. We have syntax of switch case. First, we have to write the switch operator, switch syntax, and then we have case and the colon and default also is there. For some reasons, we can also follow in order to write only for only one conditions. We can show here the break. The break condition will uh, and it your first case statement. If it will be satisfied, otherwise it will move to the next conditions, next case conditions, or it will move to the, if your second case is false one, then it will move to the third case and the fourth case and so on, by making use of the switch case statements. I have an example of a simple calculator. We have taken here the main as the main gate for the C programming language or C++ language. Similarly, we have taken here the character operator. Operators are plus, minus, multiply, and divide are examples, and we have encoded that particular type of operator. Similarly, we have taken I have taken here the two operands, that is of double data type, first and second operands, and their modulus operators are %lf and %lf has been taken there. And similarly, we have here the switch, your syntax and operator has been taken here for the implementation of this particular program. Then if the case first is satisfied, then it will be shown the addition program, and if the case second will be satisfied, it will shown the second conditions, that is subtraction. If the case third is satisfied, it will shown here the multiplications of two numbers, and if the last condition is satisfied, that will be shown the division of two numbers. Let's see how can we implement and what will be the result of this particular type of simple calculator using switch statements. So firstly, I will write here the plus operator. That means uh, we will take here the two operands. Suppose I will take here 4 and 6. So clearly it will shown that first condition is satisfied, and thus the addition of the two number has been taken place, and not any other than your case has been implemented here. So I'll run again, minus plus minus, enter two operands. Similarly, you have seen there, since your second uh, condition is satisfied, that is minus is written here, and the subtraction of two number has been shown there. Similarly, again we can run it. The third operator is of your multiply. Okay, I'll multiply 4 into 2. The result should be shown here, the 8. Since your third condition is satisfied, yeah, the third condition is satisfied and the result has been shown there, and all other condition, that is plus, minus, divisions, are false. That is why any other than your multiplication operator and the case cannot be implemented here. Again, I will run here. So then we have the division operator. Okay, so will show here, it will shown here that your four division operator and division case has been implemented, and your result has been shown. If I write here uh, any other operator, but then what will happen? Okay, error operator is not correct. That means your default operator is here. So I have taken here 3 to 4 examples of if ladder, and nested if else statements, and the fourth one is switch case that clearly shows your alternative conditions. If one condition is satisfied, then another uh, will not be implemented, and if second condition is satisfied, the third one is, and the first one is not implemented, and only one condition is implemented by making use of these type of conditional structures. So here today I finished my lecture on condition control statements, and goodbye. Thank you.